Hi guys, welcome to the mix. It's time for another weekly roundup, and the amazing thing this week is it is actually a weekly roundup. This is the first time in, I think, probably 4 months, the full duration of the pandemic. This is the first time I've actually managed to do consecutive weeks on these things. So yes, very exciting. I'm sure you're so glad to be seeing even more of me. So congratulations if you made it through the last one. I know that was one of the largest ones ever. So this one I'm going to try and keep shorter, as I always say, but I know it looks like a lot, but it's just there's a big range to introduce you to, kind of restock here, and it's just a couple of new bars. So this one really will be shorter. So I'm going to do, yeah, again, if I can do it more regularly, then it won't be quite so hideous. Anyway, it's also my birthday next weekend, which I think I mentioned in the last one, but it probably means I'm not going to get a chance to get in and get one of these videos done, edited, and all the rest of it. So we have 1 or 2 exciting new things due next week. Maybe Ghost Glow, I did mention that in the last video, that is due to launch on Thursday, which is the 16th, that is actually the birthday. I don't know if we're going to get them here in the mix then. It might be Friday, it might be the following week, so I mean possibly that comes in, and I would normally do a video for a big Ghost launch, but obviously I don't think I'm buying the time this one. Yes, there might be a very oh, you know what? I might have to do another video. There should be a very exciting new bar launch this coming week. Something we've been waiting ages and ages for, was delayed due to the pandemic. So that could be very exciting. You might see me on here. I might have to do a midweek one or something. Well, we'll see. Anyway, for now, yes, I'm back on. It's actually a weekly roundup. It is Saturday again. Another day packing in the shop to keep up with orders and the rest of it. Still very busy, thanks to you guys. Thank you. We'll go straight in with the food things. We've had the Oatein following quite quickly after the previous Oatein launch. This one is less vegan, so obviously I mentioned the Chocoholic. I've got one to illustrate. This one, this lovely glossy gold one there. That's a very nice vegan bar, plant-based bar. It's gone down very well along with the new Bear Bells bars. But new from Oatein, and I did tease it again in that last video. It was only a few short days ago, I guess, but the Confetti Cupcake. So this is a birthday cake bar in the Hype range, so not vegan, this one's vegetarian, so that's still pretty cool. Birthday cake bar, it is white chocolatey, it is coated in actual sprinkles, so those are the things we really wanted to see. Lovely jammy centre on the inside, so I'm going to show you that now. Looks very sexy, tastes great as well. And yeah, it's pink and stripy and covered in confetti. So it's everything we love in the mix. It's everything we stand for. It's our sort of manifesto pledge. We want snacks like this. So we're going to have some fun with it. And again, it's already going out quite nicely. So we've had good batch of releases this last week in the mix. I tell you, it's pretty weird. I keep getting distracted, so sorry my eyes move. But obviously doing this in the shop still kind of closed, but it's actually interesting to see. It's a nice evening here Saturday down in the southeast, and there are actually quite a lot of people walking backwards and forwards, and I'm just not used to seeing it. It's eerie, or rather the opposite of eerie, actually having people out and about. So it will vary from area to area, I'm sure, but I know they're saying, oh, the shops aren't that busy yet and everything, but nice evening is taking people out, so I guess they're going to pubs, restaurants and everything. So yeah, normality is returning. It's amazing. And speaking of which, the gyms. We've got the gyms back. So I think in the video last week, I said, I probably made reference to the fact we didn't have them yet, but soon we actually have a date. I don't know how firm, well, it should be really firm, but obviously everything's still, who knows what's going to happen at the moment around the world. But we've got about 2 weeks, I think. So in fact, literally 2 weeks from the Saturday I'm shooting this, it's on the 25th, we get the gyms back. So that's indoor gyms, obviously outdoor gyms, swimming pools, some other things are open now, but we get the indoor gyms, and that's what we've all been crying out for. So that'll be very exciting. Can't wait to see what that does to how busy we are here in the mix. I don't know if people are suddenly going to be buying supplements again, or they're going to be using the stockpiles they've been buying over the last couple of months. Yes, it's very interesting to see, but obviously for my part, more bothered about getting back in the gym. So I've done so many press-ups, I think my shoulders are even more knackered than they were before I started. So crazy. I was hoping the 3 or 4 months off would be a nice rest, but whatever. Gym's come back. That's the big excitement thing. We've got some ideas for exciting things to market in the mix, so be ready for that. We don't do a lot of sales and promotions and stuff, but we might try and do something for this one, provided we think we've got half a chance of keeping up with the orders that come in. But we'll see. We've got to mark this one in some way. This is not something hopefully we'll see again kind of in our lifetimes, or rather, at least in the near future. I mean, the whole gym's locking 3 months complete. Hopefully that's kind of gone for a generation. But Anyway, yeah, we'll mark that in some way. 25th, gym's opening here in the UK. At least in England. I don't have Scotland and Wales have got different plans. But anyway, so massive coronavirus aside, back to the snacks. I've wasted far too long on that. We've got confetti cupcake from Oatein. So as I said, this white chocolatey sprinkled, got jam on the inside. It's veggie friendly, which is unusual for these sort of bars. So 18 grams of protein, just 2.5 grams of sugar, and 198 calories. So like the other Hype bars, comes in under 200 calories. Very cool. So I'll rush in and show you this one. Enough of me whinging as usual. So there you go. As I say, pink, stripy, exactly what we like to see here in the mix. Well, that's it. I'll just open it. Again, always when I come in, I have to apologise for this one. I will be getting a haircut. I will be sorting myself out a little bit. I'm just going to wait for the gyms to open, I think. So I've got 2 weeks to sort myself out. But barber shops I can see all up and down here, nice and busy. So that's getting back to normal. Look at that. Okay, hopefully that's on the camera and looking good. Oh, please focus. There you go. Come on. Okay, it's having fun today. I think the lighting's so knackered in here. You can see this. I guess there's too much visual interest. There you go. You go, hundreds and thousands, sprinkles on the top. You can see already there's kind of the hint of jam through there. White chocolate. So obviously, what's that doing? I'm thinking jammy Dodger now. I didn't get that before. So anyway, real jammy centre. Well, I'll say jammy centre. You've got a vanilla cake-like centre. You've got jam running all the way along the top. It's raspberry, I'm guessing. So, yeah, you get a distinctively classic British kind of afternoon tea, Victoria sponge sort of vibe. Sprinkles on the top add a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of crunch, and then it's the white chocolate coating going all around the thing. Long day and I'm actually hungry. It's really nice, really, really good. We haven't had, oops. I'm back. Okay. Bit off way too much there, but I'm a really big fan of this bar. I was hoping it's going to be good. Birthday cake things, it's one of those flavours, a bit like salted caramels become now, and obviously fudge brownies going back. Birthday cake's one of those flavours, perhaps even more so than the others, that promises a lot and then doesn't deliver spectacle. It doesn't deliver real standout. Just because it sounds so fun and crazy and wacky and different. And how often do you get a birthday cake's kind of candy bar, which is what this is? Usually when you get it, it's, you know, oh, okay, well, it doesn't really taste that much. It tastes sweet, tastes vanilla-y. Like, yes, that's going on here as well. It's become the birthday cake flavour we all know. Even when we get birthday cake protein shakes, it has that same slightly souped up vanilla flavour now. This is a very good example, is all I'm saying. It's nice that they haven't... Where's the bar gone? It's nice that they haven't gone too crazy with the sprinkles and the toppings and everything. That fundamentally what you get here is that jam, is that vanilla, the white chocolate coating. It's actually not too sweet. I don't find it too sweet. Okay, my sweet tooth's crazy, but I don't think it's too sweet. We've certainly had sweeter birthday cake bars. It's kind of coating-wise a bit like the Quest birthday cake, which is not a hugely popular bar, but I think that's more to do with how the firmness of the centre. The actual coating, that's fairly distinctive from that, and you sort of get this same experience with the Oatein bar as well. I feel maybe I haven't shown you enough of the sprinkles. Okay, yeah, there's not more I can say to it really. It's just you probably, if you've been with us for a while, you'll almost certainly have tried a birthday cake bar. We've got Battle Snacks ones. There's a grenade birthday cake bar, which to be fair is quite different. Very, very soft, almost runny inside. So that's quite a different experience one. But the Quest I just mentioned, there's a PhD birthday cake smart bar. Oh, there must be loads more. I mean, the amount of birthday cake bars we've had. I mean, there used to be a Pro Subs one. Who hasn't done a birthday cake bar? Guess for Phil haven't. Well, whatever. I mean, there've been a lot of birthday cake bars on the market. Certainly, like even the one bars as well, coming in from the States. This one with actual jam rather than just the kind of vanilla and sprinkles adds a lot more to it. Adds a lot more real stuff to it because the jam instead of the caramel. I don't know if it's actual jam or it's like jam caramel or whatever, but yeah, it's wonderful. It does. I think I called it in the post. I tweaked that, Millie wrote it, but a Victoria sponge victory, because you kind of get that. The centre is quite soft. Let's just make a mess for fun on the camera. But yeah, you can see you squirt the actual jam there. like, yeah. Okay, someone take it away from me. Anyway, yeah, less than 200 calories, tastes amazing. Big fan of that, and obviously vegetarian ones of these, not so easy to come by. The Hype bars, the range there, again, have it. And it's, again, a cake-like experience, like the Chocoholic one that we got, the vegan one from last week. This is far denser, far richer in a way because of the dark chocolate, but again, equally, very nice bar, very sort of decadent cake-like experience. So yeah, Oatein impressing with these new things. And obviously, yes, we do love the look and branding. Okay, we're going on to another snack. And this one is also white chocolatey and sweet. It is a Proteinella white chocolate bar. This, as you'll see, is very, very diddy. I'll bring it in. I mentioned these last time that were coming in. This is the brand HealthyCo, which got them from Sweden. That's going to take you through a lot of the other bits we've got here. And they've got little mini bars alongside jams, alongside the spreads we've already introduced you to. I'll run through it here now. But that's their new logo, lovely new branding, much more friendly. They're having a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of silly lines about live fast, stay young. This product contains 0% added sugar, none, zero, zip. Eat it, sugar industry. So it's a lot of fun. We like these kind of things. Dinky little bars. We've got in these ones there's a white chocolate and there's a choc hazelnut. I'll show you this quickly. Bit difference here. The Oatein thing has no crunchies in it. That's usually going into these bars these days. There are no crunches and inclusions except for the sprinkles on top. So this bar here, again, very milky bar. This one does have, yeah, this one is sweeter. You can smell straight away. Aside from the jam, of course, but it's just the white chocolatey sweetness. It has crunchy nibbles, nobbles, whatever they are. You can pull it apart. It's actually very soft on the inside. We've had bars similar to this before. Similar construction to the Oatein, but obviously no jam or anything. Crunch on top, very light, very easy to eat. I think it's not quite as macro-friendly as the Oatein, but it is. Added protein, no added sugar, yeah. Like 150 calories or something. Oh god, it's impossibly hard to read this. I should have checked in advance. Okay, 35 gram bar, so roughly half the size of the Oatein, and that is 150 calories as I thought. Fats 8, carbohydrates 14, sugars. What are we at? Sugars 3. Yeah, so it's in a way not quite as justifiable, but a slightly different experience. It's just, yeah, a protein-packed... What is the protein in this, actually? I should have said that. That's the main thing. I mean, it's supposed to be a protein shop, right? I should actually try and get protein stats in there. Oh, this is hopeless. Energy, protein, come on, fat. There must be something here saying protein, sugars, protein, similar to... Okay, 6 grams of protein. Okay, so this one is not going to set the world on fire in terms of friendly macros and everything, but lovely, cute little mini bar. There you go. Very, very nice snack on the go, and there is a choc hazelnut version as well. These are a little fun aside. We're not going to make a big song and dance. So you notice we haven't done a particular post about these at all, but they are in the mix alongside the spreads. And the spreads, as I've shown you before, new branding. There's the chocolate hazelnut, so that's your low sugar, no added sugar Nutella. They have a white chocolate as well. I think I showed some of these last time. With salted caramel, and then, yes, white chocolate as well in the 400 gram tubs. Very nice, very spreadable, very fun, very flexible, and do lots and lots of stuff with that. That's great. But yeah, they're in the mix. They came in this week. And obviously the jams I mentioned as well. I left them back here. Woo! These big jams. Yeah, we're going to try and get some more of you guys actually trying these things. But like the Skinny Food Co. jams, these you get, there's more in here, so better value. But you also get the squeezy lids. It's not the most traditional classic way to enjoy jam, but it's very, very convenient. More gym bag friendly, and you might be needing those gym bags soon, and still good fun. And they've got a rather unique blueberry and raspberry flavour that I'm a big fan of, but again, packed with real fruit, no added sugar, really nice things, and they look cute. So they're in the mix at the moment as well. The bigger one I want to take you through is also from Sweden. It's the sister company of HealthyCo. And it's these things here, so you can't really miss them. They've probably been drawing your eye through this whole video so far. Pro Brands, or I think it's called Pro Brands. Sometimes you'll see their name as like a Pro Brands, and then Pro and Brands has gone an exclamation point in the middle. It's a bit weird. It's one of those kind of lost in translation-y type things, I think I said. So yeah, Swedish company, and again, it's got quite fun like informal marketing, like the stuff written on the cans. We've got vacay edition things. I'll take you through in a sec, but it's a sister company of HealthyCo. So HealthyCo we did with the spreads, and we started talking to the guys about getting some more of the range in. Obviously, as I mentioned, the jams and stuff, and they've got toppings. They've got they do coconut oil and stuff like that. I think they do almond milk as well. Bunch of other stuff, but we thought we'd try the fun little snacks alongside the spreads and everything. That's great. And these do taste quite cute. They taste quite good. We'll put some in orders and things for you to try. But sister brand, they said, well, if you're getting this from us over in Sweden, why don't you try our sister brand, Pro Brands? So I think I'd seen them around, but I hadn't really looked into them too much. But then we started delving through the range, and it sounded like good fun. It sounded like a sort of thing we could do quite well with here in the mix. Lots of these kind of things go out for us already. Obviously, energy drinks are a given, and protein chips, well, we've done loads over the years, yeah, countless amounts. But at the moment, they've got 7 protein chips. There's a mountain of them over here. Loads of those go out, and we can just wave. Well, no, I can't find a bag. But yeah, got 7 chips on site. We've got the Muscle Moves Mountain Chips. We have got the UFit Crunchers. There's some Quest chips and things. So a lot of people like these. We're not obviously traditionally savoury folks here in the mix, but obviously potato chips, crisps, fun snacks, everything. It always have gone down fairly well. So we thought we'd try them. So yeah, very shiny and eye-catching. We've got 3 different flavours of those. So that's the preface to it. So that's what we're getting in. One of the new brands we're going to try now. We've been waiting for it for a while to come over from Sweden. But as I say, pandemic, lockdown, all the rest of it, we're still trying to do our thing here in the mix, and there's some new stuff we're working on bringing in at the moment, rather than just restocking some of our existing brands. In fact, we're looking to cut a few of our existing brands. So, I mean, you'll see some changes over the coming months, certainly on the supplement side of things, because we're just looking to refocus that a little bit, maybe try some new stuff. Obviously, in terms of snacks, we've constantly got new stuff coming in, so never gets boring. Anyway, sorry, Pro Brands, that is in the mix. We have got energy drinks, so that's what I will start with here in front. In fact, I will open one. We've got this incredibly cute pink striped, very pick and mix friendly raspberry BCAA drink, sugar-free and vegan, all of them barring these 2, which have got collagen in. Yes, another first for us, I'll talk about in a minute. Are vegan, so it's cool, vegan-friendly BCAAs, so you get 2.5 grams BCAAs, 180 milligrams of caffeine, so it's actually the same size can as Nocco can. That's the same caffeine hit you get in a Nocco can, so if you bear in mind the 330 mils and that much caffeine, these do actually pack quite a punch. So if you're familiar with Nocco and the experience there, similar one here. In terms of BCAAs, yeah, 2.5 grams, and that's vegan-friendly, so plant-derived, I'm guessing. And yeah, a bunch of different flavours. That's basically all there is to it. So we did do a launch post on Instagram, so you can get some more of the details there, and you'll find them all up on site. But we've got, yeah, raspberry, there's classic lime, then we've got the very fun, I'll bring these in as well actually, because these are so cute. The vacay editions, think like a Pro Brands. BCA pineapple, we've got pink lemonade, that's very pick and mixy, and I think they do a promotion over in Sweden. This actually says flirt like a Pro Brands. With an inflatable flamingo and stuff they do in the summer. So obviously vacay edition is kind of, you know, informal vacation holiday edition. So yes, it's, yeah, they're definitely very welcome right now when, yeah, I think we can actually do some holidaying, but a lot of us might not be going away. It's nice to get a slice of the summer beyond just the nice weather. Anyway, those 2 flavours there. We have got watermelon, strawberry watermelon. Quite a popular, it's a very distinctive flavour this actually. We didn't get to try this one before we got the full range in. We tried all the other samples and things. This was a first on us, and yeah, I quite like it. Like, this wasn't one Millie liked. It's a more distinctive flavour, but it's quite a natural tasting watermelon. It's definitely leaning heavy on the watermelon, but it's yeah, it tastes remarkably sort of fresh. It's quite refreshing, yeah. So yeah, there's a watermelon one, and I am without energy drink, as you will see. I think I'm kind of energizing myself after another long week by trying to talk really like quickly at you, even more so than usual. So I'm aware of that, trying to slow it down, and energy drinks probably won't help. But yeah, raspberry. So it's again, very refreshing flavour. It's unusual. It's yeah. This is why we like them. They're just, maybe it's because it's tuned for the Scandinavian palate, or I don't really know, but they are quite good standout flavours. They're quite good fun. They are There's a bit of a sharpness because of the caffeine in there, but I mean, if you're used to energy drinks, that won't shock you, but you can tell there's quite a kick to these things. So it's very, very easy to drink them, but you will feel it when you do. So obviously, workouts coming up, back in the gym and stuff, this kind of thing could be perfect. And yeah, I'll show you the collagen ones. Very nice. They're quite lightly carbonated as well. There's a distinctive kind of frizzante, there's kind of fizz to them, but they're not particularly bubbly, so nothing too upsetting if you're doing activity. Right, these look, they've obviously gone with a very female marketing. In fact, this leads into the Ghost Glow, actually, but there you go, you've got Glow Like a Pro brands. So you've got kind of bronzed cans, and I think this is with Carolina Ginning? I don't know. This is probably an influencer over in their part of Europe. But yeah, they've done a collab thing here. But it's just no unique enough product. So I don't know a world about, well, beauty. I mean, as if you couldn't tell. But collagen is doing the rounds. Collagen's getting increasingly popular. Both in terms of, I mean, we do have a PES collagen, actually. I don't think we've got one handy. But it's you do get collagen powders now. Most of the protein bars, not that they hitherto have hyped it, are made with collagen, so similar to gelatin, that kind of thing. So it's used, I think, to help with digestion nowadays. It's recommended for that. It's obviously for a long time been used in sort of the beauty industry as well, for its kind of elasticity properties, so it can help skin rejuvenate a little bit, and obviously this is where they get the glow thing from, so it's supposed to be quite good for that. It can be good for tendons, connective tissue and stuff, because obviously that's where it's fundamentally derived from. So not vegan friendly. You do actually get plant-based, like vegan-derived collagen. I think it comes from seaweed. It sounds a bit mad, but for the most part, collagen comes from, it's an animal-derived thing, right? So it comes from connective tissue and stuff. So it's a little bit icky when you look at where the source of this stuff's from, but it is in, like jelly, right? It is in a great many of the protein bars, so that's why the Oatein's cool, right? Because they don't use it, but it's used in the bars, I think both to help the texture out, but also because it's a protein source as well. So it's a double whammy, crosses over. So it gets you that protein and improves the texture of the bar. And yes, there are some other sort of health benefit, digestive properties as well. So yeah, this is why it's making its way into sports nutrition and supplementation. And I think they're thinking, why not chuck it into a drink? So I was a little bit skeptical at first, and in terms of flavors, again, that's kind of key where these things come from. You've still got the caffeine in here, it's still sugar-free, and it's collagen. You get 5 grams of collagen, so that's collagen hydrolysate in both of these. So is it got a gelatinous texture or anything? Of course it hasn't. You barely know there's any difference here. Slightly quirky flavors. We have got passion fruit and mango, and we have got, yeah, lemonade. Weirdly, the lemonade gives me a sort of ginger beer vibe. So it's actually not what I was expecting, but far from unpleasant. Yeah, you wouldn't know there was anything else going on in there. But hey, if you're into collagen, you have it in other things already. I've seen people mixing it into coffees and things like that. And there's loads of stuff bouncing around with collagen. And I think you will be seeing more and more of it as more brands embrace it. I've seen intra workouts with it in, I've seen all sorts. So it's, yeah, it is a growing thing. It's not something I've really looked into. But yeah, we thought, why not? We try these, and if nothing else, it's still an energy drink with cool, quirky flavour. So there you go. They're all in the mix now. I think that's most of the flavours we've got at the moment. There's a mango we didn't pick up yet, but they're in energy drinks, as I say, through lockdown, have been incredibly popular. So well, more the merrier, really. So we thought, why not get those in? And obviously, yes, the snacks. I'll show you what we're talking about here. Snack-wise, I left it back here. We've got barbecue paprika. Bit weird. We tend to see barbecue and paprika, like in the Got7 and other crisps, but barbecue paprika here. And they are 50-gram bags. For the 50-gram bag, you get 10 grams of protein, 11 grams, it varies a little bit, but 11 or 12 grams of protein. They are next to no sugar. And like, what's that, 25 grams of carbs. So they are potato chips, so it's just like a healthier crisp, basically. If you think pop chips, you're not too far wrong. I will show you this one, 40% less fat, 20% protein, high fiber, etc., etc. But anyway, and of course, running with the same thing, Crunch Like a Pro brands. So they've applied it everywhere. They're consistent, to be fair to them. Boom, there you go. God knows if the camera's going to be able to focus on this. But yeah, you get these little dinky things. So lots of potato chippy snacks going around looking like this now. Pop chip sort of thing. Crunchy, strong flavour, very, very Moorish. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with them, really. So, yeah, we've got barbecue paprika. We have got sour cream, what do they call it? Sour cream and onion. Classic again. So always love that in Pringles. And we've got a classic sea salt. So this is very, very mildly flavoured, slightly higher protein than the other two. And to me, it tastes a bit like kind of Pom Bears. So straight up potato chip snack. Yeah, very, very lightly salted. But again, crazily Moorish. I mean, it's very good for dipping into things as well. So I think Millie took some home to have with salsa, fresh salsa and stuff tonight. So they're almost like we joked they're mini poppadoms, but same deal, little crisps. If you like Pom Bears, stuff like that, you'll love those. So there you go, healthier crisps. That was something I'm sure will go down fairly well. And the energy drinks, yeah, let's see how they go. They have bars too. We've tried these. They've got peanut butter ones, cookies and cream ones. They are not quite as eye-catching as these, and we haven't gone in straight away. They're very nice bars, but they're probably nothing new. They're a bit like the USN Trust Crunch bars. So we will see. If we get to do a reorder on these quite quickly, maybe we'll pick up some other bits of the range, and they're constantly releasing bits out there. So I think they're a fairly big company over there. You can find them online if you look up Pro Brand Sweden. And obviously, yeah, the sister company of these guys. I think they have other brands as well. But that's where we started. Okay. So that was obviously the bulk of the table here. So that's sort of done. I've only bugged you for about 26 minutes, 27 minutes, or something like that. It's not too bad. Next one then, I'm going to show you these boxes sitting here. You'll recognise these. We've had these loads of times before. Kodiak Cakes. So these are flapjack and waffle mixes, among some other things. Basically pancake mixes. I mean, they've obviously got an old school prospector vibe, kind of frontiersman take on this very distinctive, striking branding. They're actually based out in Utah in the States. And it confuses people every time we relist these, because we've had them for years on and off, and they're getting increasingly hard to get hold of. Massive pain, which is why it's worth marking the restock. But we'll always get people who buy a bunch of the amazing flavours and fun flavours, and then they say, oh, you've sent me the wrong product. I wanted the pancake mix, because they see flapjack and waffle and they don't get it. So this is on us. We should be clearer about it. It is in the listing saying that, and the images are obviously correct, but it says pancake mix is what we put in the title, just because otherwise no one would get it. But yeah, inevitably someone gets a bit confused. But you can make, not flapjacks in the bar sense we know, but you can certainly make, I think when they say flapjacks, I think they mean more like Scotch pancakes, but it's basically you can make crepe style things, you can make flapjacks, you can make the fatter, fluffier tower type pancakes. You can obviously use waffles, so if you've got a waffle iron, brilliant for that. If you go on their website, they've got a bunch of tips in terms of using it for cookies, in terms of using it for like quiches I've seen, tacos, like loads of other things. So yeah, these are back, very popular. The power cake's always the most popular. So they do a regular mix, which I think we've got the whole wheat oat and honey of that, which is lower protein. It's still like a slightly higher protein thing, but it's a lower protein one. The power cakes one is actually infused with, I think it's actually got whey protein in here. Whey protein concentrate, milk protein concentrate, there you go. So the classic is the buttermilk. That's the sort of plain, that's a default if you want to get, if you want to start with something like a blank slate to add stuff to. It's obviously probably the most popular flavour. And then following that, there is choc chip, which has got, if you can guess, choc chips in it. There's a dark chocolate, there's a peanut butter, there's a strawberry choc chip, there's an almond poppy seed, I think it is. There's a new cinnamon oat. I mean, loads of them now. I think there's about seven different flavours. So range has grown. We've got them all back in, along with a brand new carb-conscious one. So that's this guy here, still bearing the iconic Kodiak Cakes bear. Yeah, we were after the plant-based as well. That didn't actually make it on delivery. We didn't find out at the last minute, so we took the listing off on that one. But yeah, this one, no sugar added, low carb, as low carb as possible. Not really easy, given that pancakes, waffles, etc. tend to be particularly carby. But they've actually substituted a lot of the wheat in a lot of the flour for almond flour. Which is obviously very big in sort of keto type circles. They're not quite keto, but they are significantly lower carb. Yeah, I mean, they are more expensive. Almond flour is quite expensive as well. So they are, I think, £1 more on site or 50p more a box on site. But as I say, it's 14 grams of protein and just 15 grams of net carbs. I think so 19 carbs and then 15 net carbs. So yeah, good protein thanks to the almond thing and lower carb. I haven't actually compared it. What's the... Again, Millie's did the listing. So these are 30 grams of carbs for a serving. So yes, roughly half the carb. Let's call it that. So they're in the mix now as well. Not so many of those, but if you're curious to try that and how you can make your pancakes and stuff as low carb as possible, then yeah, there you go. It's a mix for you. And that is, I think they call it natural flavour, buttermilk. Yeah, so it's basically plain flavour. And then also we got back in. These are really wacky. We actually got them, I think, by mistake in the first place. But they actually went out really well last time, and they are a really nice snack, to be fair. So they do Kodiak bear bites. Boom. You can hear them there. These are essentially, they call them graham crackers, right? So it's essentially little cookies, biscuits. I think they're made with like egg white and stuff like that. So again, higher protein for them. They are a lower carb option as well. Pretty cool, all natural ingredients and the rest. I'm going to show you, we got nifty little bags. So before we had a big box that's got a bunch of servings in. That's what I just showed you in 3 flavors, chocolate, cinnamon, and honey. All quite popular. And now we have little dinky bags. So you can buy these, you buy 8 of them, you get like a master container. But I guess honey is the plainest of them. It's, yeah, great fun, but... Oh, that tastes like... Just naturally sweetened it. Yeah, it really does taste fairly plain with that. You think maybe rich tea biscuit sort of vibe. They're a little bit more brittle than rich tea biscuits. But that's the general taste. So it just tastes like a fairly unflavoured biscuit. But again, a very, very Moorish snack. Probably great to dip in peanut butter or something like that. The chocolate and the cinnamon, they get a tad more exciting. The chocolate tastes like kind of BN biscuits. So you've been to, I just associate them with holidays in France, but I think you can get them here around about. But the BN biscuits with the chocolate in the middle, I think they're smiley faces. They taste like that. The cocoa really comes through on them. And for the cinnamon ones, to me, I actually get a sort of biscuit butter, like a Lotus sort of biscuit vibe. And it actually is a very similar texture, similar kind of crunch and brittle thing, similar sort of baked feel to it. So again, you could probably bash it up into some kind of healthier biscuit butter sort of spread if you really wanted to. But yeah, that's the 3 of them. They're in there. So we have the big boxes both in all 3 flavours, and we have the little mini bags if you want to try them. They're like £1.50 a bag, and if you get a bunch of them, the price drops down as it does with most of the stuff on our site. So they're in stock at the moment. So we got as much as we possibly could. It has been months out of stock. These have been possibly one of our most requested back in stocks ever. So I think just in terms of triggering back in stocks on these products, we've been asked about it so many times over the last few months. I think 250 emails or something insane went out, which is, yeah, a lot more than we get even for, big supplement launches, even for Max's Sour Strips candy. I don't think we had that many stock registrations. So these are a really, really popular range, and a lot of people are bulk buying because they've been out so long, which is probably wise because we have reordered already, but it's tough to say exactly when they'll show up. So yeah, they're all in the mix now. I think we did a relaunch post on Instagram. We just want to get it out there in an email and stuff as well. So yeah, excited to have that in. I was hoping a couple of months ago it would come in, but they're back now. There you go, Kodiak's in the mix. What else have I got to tell you about? Well, I did say the 2 big launches in the week up ahead. I guess there's no point being coy about it because it's nearly 100% guaranteed it's coming. But M&M bars. So I did mention these maybe 3 videos ago, 4 videos ago. They're actually scheduled, I think, for April, May as a launch, but they were worried about the impact of the pandemic and not being able to get the bars out and it being a bit of a flop. So they actually kicked it back. Now, I was told September for the launch. Thank God they've pulled that one forward. So actually, we've got M&M bars. There's peanut and there's chocolate flavour. It's got the characters on it. They look fantastic. They've really hyped up how nice these taste. So it's actually from Protein by Mars. So it's another one of their official ones. And I'll do the sort of thing, yeah, you know my editing, but I'll stick it up on the screen, the box again, so you can see what we're working with here. But we finally got them in middle of the week, I think. So yeah, look out for that. We've got the listings ready. They're hidden at the moment just until we get final confirmation. We've got loads coming in. This is the perfect pick and mix product. Heard great things. I'll be honest, I haven't tried the things yet. I really hope they're as good as I've heard. But authentic collab with M&M. You got to try these. It's like with the Twix protein powder and the Mars and Snickers bars. it's yeah, we probably do have nicer bars on the market in terms of most of those things. Ditto with shakes, but for an official collab thing, they are really, really cool. And I can't wait to see what they've done at the actual company with putting M&Ms in it. So yeah, I love M&Ms. Who doesn't love M&Ms? It's going to be fantastic. So they're coming in. They've got the cute characters using like M&Ms, barbells and stuff. We might have some promotional materials with it too. Obviously, I'll do a review on here. So yeah, anyway, that is coming up. So be ready, folks. That is hitting sometime around midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. I hope we can get that one up. And then obviously Ghost Glow, I said that's launching with Ghost on Thursday. And we will try and get it in as soon as we possibly can after that. And we've also got, as I mentioned last time, the guava berry flavour of their amazing greens product that's still, it's our best-selling greens product by miles, that's still going out incredibly well. I mean, my habits, I've slipped a little bit, but I was having that daily and I was feeling great on it. The lights keep going in here. Yeah, guava berry, it sounds a bit fascinating to me. So I want to see what they've done with that. Obviously, it was surprising how good the limes tasted, the lime flavour tasted. So yeah, that is coming as well. What else is up? Yeah, we are working some new brands still, including a brand from Switzerland that we're hoping to be able to get in the mix soon, and that will bring some bars among some other snacks. That should be pretty cool. We've got a big My Muscle Mug restock coming. Oh, I really wish I've got to start actually writing this stuff down because there's so much that we're doing on a daily basis that I always say, well, when I'm doing a video, I'll mention that, and then my mind goes completely blank in this situation. Yeah, anyway, well, you'll see me next time. You'll probably see me sooner rather than later, I think, because birthday or otherwise, I think on top of the Ghost, we're going to have to do something with M&Ms if they actually show up. Ooh, what else? Yeah, I'll leave you there. That is, that's not even 40 minutes. That's a great one for me. Anyway, thank you so much, as always, for watching, guys. And yeah, I did mention last time as well, I've made some tweaks on the website. Feel free to hit up support, or even if you comment here, I will eventually read it, just because I'm looking for feedback on some of the little nips and tucks we've done. And, you know, I do try and use it to see what it's like. But yeah, I always try and wedge these little technical things into, into this kind of thing. But yeah, proteinpickandmix.co.uk. The experience of using that, I'm always happy to hear feedback on it, and I've tried to add in some more features. So basically, that's boring. We're looking at some international shipping rates at the moment. We've just started using DHL, so that's actually going fairly well. There's always a bunch of other updates. Oh, and that new notification service. Yeah, do go and sign up for that because we're going to keep putting things on it. But at the moment, I think there's one person signed up to it, and then me twice. So yeah, for my sake, just please go and sign up for that one, and I'll feel like we're actually doing something useful when we post each blog article and each Instagram post on there. Anyway, yeah, I was going to say as well, sour strips, we are out currently of green apple and tropical mango. I was hoping to be able to get those back along with the new pink lemonade that Max has literally, about 2 hours ago, launched over in the States. Sadly, that's an exclusive to his site. He won't be sharing that. I've tried my very best. But he says we do have some bits and pieces coming, new flavours before the end of the year. So we're not going to be left out. But that is a small batch he's only got that he's done through the site in the States. So if we can get any down the line, absolutely will. It's pink. I'd love to try it myself. But that is at the moment a US exclusive one. Anyway, we will be restocking the apple and the tropical mango. So I was holding on for that in case it came up for grabs. It didn't, so we will get those sour strips flavours back in. I think for the end of the month, we're aiming for that one. So obviously I did mention we're going to try and do a kind of gyms reopening sort of promo. Yeah, we'll see exactly the shape of that, but we've got to do something for it because, yeah, it's amazing to have the gyms back and stuff, and obviously it'll be equally big celebration for me getting a haircut. I didn't even bother dealing with it for this video, but yeah, anyway, yes, bye guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with some more snacks, some more sups, and loads of other exciting stuff, and wacky waving. Yeah, bye for now.